Hello DeLorean fans, welcome to the next video in my Building the DeLorean vlog. We have more engine parts in this video, well in this next two videos and maybe beyond, but I can't see into the future that far. But I definitely know for these two issues, issues 20 and 21, there are more engine parts. If you thought the engine was big as we left it off at the end of the last video, it is going to get much bigger, let me tell you that. So without further ado, let's get going by looking at what comes in issue 20. So issue 20 comes with all these pieces here, which are all plastic. There are no metal pieces in issue 20, but they are spray painted with this very nice silver paint. I guess I had to cut costs at some point. You can see the real colour of the plastic there, and then the spray on top of that. But they are all cut out, even though it looks like that they were made on a sprue, so they are already pre-cut out for us, which is quite nice. And we also get a bag full of AP screws, which I know a lot of you have commented in the comments below. P is for plastic and M is for metal. So A plastic screw, B plastic screw, C plastic screw, etc. And the same for metal. So that is a nice naming convention, and it took me a while to figure it out. So thank you guys for telling me what that naming convention is all about. So just clearing everything to one side for the moment, and we'll just focus on these pieces here, which again are plastic. And they will hold these pieces in there like that. One there, one there, and one there. These three. Not really explain myself very well, but let me just screw it together and then I'll show you what I mean. Here we have the pieces all attached. Mine are slightly wonky. You see, I think they're meant to be straight on. I don't think they're meant to be have that wonk there. So I might have to readjust these pipes so that they are flush. But that is how the pieces go on. They go in this way with the kind of thinner part of these pipes facing outwards. So let me just go and straighten this up so that it looks like this. There we go. So you'll see that they are straighter, they're running level, and it has got that wonk on that it had before. You may also notice that there is a smaller size piece there compared to this piece that is slightly longer. So be wary of that going into the next stage. The next stage involving these two pieces here. So the instructions are very specific about this. This piece has a little groove and a little cylinder circle bit there, which goes into that piece like that. Okay, so that is how that piece goes on. Okay, so we have the groove there, and that piece fits very nicely in there like that. And then you swing it around and you line up the holes here with the pegs, so it's that way around. Just give you a look of how it looks. So basically these two little bottom parts here, these back ends look the same and these front ends look the same. Okay, so then you screw the pieces down with those two holes there. So it looks like that when it's all done. And I do love the shine of this, even though it isn't metal. It has got a nice shine to it. But speaking of metal, we bring in this part from last video. Oops, zoom in the wrong way. And you see these pipes here will attach to these pipes here. You need to swing it around this way, and the side with the two holes, 4 holes I should say, 2 holes on each piece, will fit in there like that. And then you just screw it in there, which I'll do in just a moment, and you'll have that part of the engine all done. Let's have a look now what comes in issue 21. So issue 21 then comes with all these pieces here. None of them are metal again, they are all plastic, and it basically continues where we just left off. So I have screwed those pipes in, as you can see there, some black-headed screws sticking through, and just clear this away to one side. We will grab the first piece we need, which is this piece here. You'll see that there is two holes there and a little kind of peg hole there that matches up with, you can see the flat grey plastic that these things are made out of, can't you? Really glad that they spray painted it. But you see that the holes all match up, so you get that little peg hole in there like that to line it up, and you'll see it kind of overhangs a little bit, and then you get some screws to put into those two holes there. So it looks like this when it's all done, and I should say that the screws you use are FP screws, not AP screws. All of issue 20 was AP screws, but these two screws, this part here, is attached with FP screws. And so that looks like that, but we'll just put that aside for this piece here. And the first thing we do is we get this little add-on. I think it's the first of the add-ons for the DeLorean, and it's got two little pegs there, so it'll fit in there like that. AP screws to screw that piece in. It's up to you which AP screws you use. You could use the ones from issue 20, or we do get a fresh bag with issue 21. It's completely up to you. A motorbike has just started. I don't know if you can hear it, so I'm just going to wait a few moments till the motorbike disappears. Yeah, no, that motorbike is not disappearing anytime soon, so I'm just going to continue through the noise. Do you know what? You probably can't hear it. I don't know what the fuss is about, but there we go. Okay, so the next next piece is this piece here, which looks a lot like a milk canister. You know, one of the milk pumpers? No, never mind. You got a little peg there with a little tab, and it matches up with this hole here. So when it's all finished, it'll look like that, with an AP screw going through there, and here it is all screwed in. It was a little fiddly to do because of the jaunty angle it is at, but that's the motorbike gone, guys. If you can't hear it, then that was just a really random pause. Yeah, that is that piece all done there. So next we have this piece here, well, these two pieces here, I should say. It is two parts attached. The first part is this one here, second one is this round one here, and it would have been a little fiddly to do on camera because that hole is quite sunk in. Luckily the screwdrivers are designed as such, so it wasn't too much of a problem, but yeah, still quite a fiddly little screw, that one. But that is what it looks like when it's all done. You will then need to get one of these two pieces here, which I believe are the same. No, they are slightly different. Which piece will you need? You will need this one here. Okay, and you want it this way round, and you'll want this like that, and that goes underneath there like that, and it is screwed together through that hole there and that hole there with AP screws, which I'm just going to go disappear and do now. And there it is, all attached there. So we have two little braces here, which attach onto... Which part do they attach onto? Ignore me, it's not that part at all. It is this part. They attach onto here. How? Right, so we have two holes there and two holes there. A flat part there and a sideways part there to match them up. Oh, I see. So when that's on there, it will go into this little plug part here to make it all look like one piece. That's very clever. That's very clever. I'm just going to go and do that now. There we go, all done and attached, looking like that. Very nice indeed. Similarly, these pieces here, so we saw this one before because it was the opposite of this attaching piece here. But we also get a smaller cylinder piece. Why do I struggle so much with that word? We also get a smaller circle piece. And this piece goes over there like that. And you attach it in exactly the same way. One screw there in that hole, one screw there in that hole. Ta-da! All done. And this is a very, very nice piece. I believe this is an AC compressor. Don't quote me on that, but that's what. Let me just look at the instructions. AC compressor. Yep, that's what it is. This is an AC compressor. What this does, Absolutely no idea. But I do know that if you take there and swing this piece around, you'll see that it's got another plug and screw holes. So you just pop it on there exactly the same way as we did this one, and we screw that down. With FP screws, let's zoom out a little bit. Oh yes. Now none of this is metal apart from this base bit. All of the rest is plastic, but it looks fantastic. Really nice. I love those pipes. I like the look of engines, I just have no idea what they do. Now it comes the time to attach it onto this main face looking part of the engine, which is all metal. And so it's got two tubes there to match with these two plug holes there, and it just sits on there like you saw me do at the end of the last video. And there is a screw hole there and a screw hole there, which is going to be quite hard to get into, but you get your DM screws. M stands for metal, don't forget, and we'll give it a shot. So let's get going. It actually wasn't hard at all. It is designed in such a great way that even though it looks like it might have trouble getting screwdriver down, you can see there it's got a clear path for there and there. And that is that part all done. There's only one final thing to do, and that is to bring this little pipe round and attach it onto that little peg there, which I will do on camera. I'm determined. Sort of like that, maybe. That's not going on. Yeah, there we go. That's that pipe on like that. So now that that fiddly little pipe is all done, it is time to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back in 2 weeks' time for more engine parts of this DeLorean. Until then guys, take care. Bye bye.